Hey guys, it is Seth from Heightened View Tamers. We're finally back after a very long hiatus and some kind of development both as a player and as kind of aspiring content creator. I've taken the time to kind of do my research and I'm finally back to make some fun videos for you. So first and foremost, I kind of want to go over the new restricted list. A lot of people are talking about it. It's a very popular topic right now. But I think I would like to give my own hand at kind of explaining like the restricted list and the cards that have come off the restricted list and kind of give my feelings and kind of like opinions on them. So let's get started. Okay, so first on the restricted list is this guy, BT23 Shakomon. Now, if you don't know why this is here, I'm going to give kind of a brief explanation. The full explanation is down at the bottom if you want to read. Long story short, the deck that this thing was involved in is called the Honeymon deck. It is based on Hacker's Memory from the BT23 set. So, what this thing basically allowed you to do was it allowed a lot of looping. And specifically, when this thing is DNA Digivolved, which is very easy to get done in the loop, is you de-Digivolve an opponent's Digimon, and it forces that Digimon to then attack. You can then force that de-Digivolved Digimon to then attack. And the deck has a lot of answers to this kind of problem. So, basically, Shakomon kind of created a lot of heavy control and some variant of OTK decks. Now, do I think this thing deserves to be restricted? 100%. Honeymon was a menace. It still kind of is a menace, and I don't think the deck is going to suffer for it. I think very much like Mirage Gaugamon, taking this thing away is going to take away a tool, but it's not going to take away the deck's entire viability. I think if people are still playing Honeymon, they've probably already figured out a replacement for this, kind of expecting this. Next up is something that I'm surprised is kind of here, but also not. This is BT3 Malomyotismon. Now, the reason this thing is actually getting restricted, again, you can read the full description like right down here, but long story short, it's all turn effects. That's not a once per turn. Basically, especially with purple, because a lot of this list is purple, and I think that's appropriate. Bandai has given Purple a lot of ways to kind of recycle deleted Digimon almost immediately, especially in the traits that we're going to see coming up. But more than anything, Ghost Liberator is also kind of a problem with this kind of ability. Now, am I saying that Ghost Liberators have been running this a lot? I don't know. I think it's kind of an interesting tech card in that deck, but now that it's restricted, no, it's not. It's still interesting, but I don't think a lot of people are going to be playing this. I think this did need to get restricted just because clearly a lot of people were taking advantage of it, but I don't think this is going to majorly impact purple decks in any major fashion. I think purple is going to be perfectly fine because purple will always be Bandai's favorite color in this game. Okay, now we kind of get into the big stuff. Again, we're back to purple. This is BT10 Skullbalukimon. Now, again, full description. I'm not going to say it anymore. So, the reason this thing is getting restricted is literally because purple can do anything about putting stuff in their own graveyard from their own hands. I think purple can literally play a level 2 and it already puts stuff in the trash from their hands. It is what purple loves to do the most. It is very easy, and especially with these two traits, Undead, Dark Animal. These are the most abusable trait names I've ever seen in this game. I have played since about BT10, since about this set came out. I cannot tell you the prevalence that Dark Animal still has in the game. It's never gone away. Like, hell, Lugamon is a Dark Animal trait. And Lugamon can use this. Hell, I think Lugamon did actually use this. My point being, this absolutely needed to get restricted. The next two ones, kind of a similar issue. This needed to get restricted. Again, purple is way too powerful in this game, at least like right now. Like right now, there's a lot of really powerful purple decks, and I'm kind of happy we're seeing a lot of Okay, so again, very, very similar to Skullbalukimon, we have Doberman X Antibody. Again, if you played Dark Animals, you know why this is getting restricted. You know what you've done with this. This is a degenerate card. It is a degenerate card for that strategy. It makes the whole deck go burr. You don't even really need Doberman in its traits, in its Digivolution sources, to really make it pop off. But if you do, it's going to go problems. So again, I think this is a well-defined and well-necessary restriction. I cannot say enough positives that purple is finally getting smacked a little bit. I think it needs a little more, though. Okay, never mind. Apparently they heard what I just said and decided purple needed to get hit more. Cerberus Mon-X Antibody from the same set. Again, I don't feel like I need to explain this. This is a dark animal trait Digimon. It is absolutely doing everything purple wants to do. It is discarding. It is getting stuff in the graveyard. It is recycling the stuff that is in the graveyard. It is allowing you to digivolve from the grave. Like, it's doing everything. And to be fair, there is one line in all of these that I have kind of appreciated, and that is this line right here. Okay? As a result, due to its high versatility, it restricts the future design space of purple cards. I think Bandai is being very smart that they're taking account of future designs, and that's where the restrictions are coming from. At least for the purple cards. I think that that's really smart. I think, yes, purple should still do graveyard shenanigans, but I do think that cards like this and kind of everything else that's been coming out in purple is kind of basically pushing purple towards it's either mill or it's discard. It's not really doing anything like fascinating. I think, honestly, Ghostmon, Dullahanmon, and Necromon are kind of the only ones that have recently done anything interesting with the archetype. But otherwise, it's all been basically this, and I think it's smart. Okay, so here are the two cards that have been removed from the restricted list. And honestly, Sunrise Buster is fine. Look, GeoGreymon has kind of lost a lot of relevance in recent play. Not to say it's a weak deck. Not at all. I have a friend at my LGS. He is still obsessed with playing Shine Greymon. This does need to come off, though. Like, decks have kind of evolved past the point that this effect is kind of a big problem. And in all honesty, I don't think it's going to be a major, like, hit to anything. Although, we will have to see what happens when the new Shine Greymon option Digimon comes out. We're going to see how that kind of interacts with the two. But in all honesty, I don't think this is going to be a big problem. I'm fine with this, actually. This is my only complaint. I do agree that the meta has kind of evolved past the point that Mirage Galgamon is as ridiculous as it used to be. I don't even see Mirage Galgamon anymore, and my locals used to have like 3 to 4 players who were playing Mirage Galgamon. I still don't agree with this. I do not agree that this thing needed to come off the restricted list. This is the only thing that I'm looking at Bandai, and I'm a little confused. Everything else has kind of made some level of sense, with the exception of Malamyotismon. Again, it's abusable, but I get it. This, I promise you, this is going to create more problems than it's going to solve. Like, I think Mirage Galgamon is a lot weaker than it used to be. This is going to be a problem. Mark my words, this is going to be a problem. So, with that is the entirety of the new restricted and 2 unrestricted cards. If you'd like any further details on any one of them specifically, let me know in the comments. I am going to be posting a little more frequently on this channel from this point forward. This has been a 10-minute this has been about a 10-minute video just because we have a lot to cover and I didn't even really go into in-depth details. But from today forward, we're going to try to upload like 3 times a week. We're going to talk about Digimon. We're going to talk about Magic. We're going to talk just about trading cards in general. And we're hopefully going to talk a lot about various things like tech cards, major decks that I'm playing or want to play or see people playing, and we're gonna have some fun. So like I said, if you want me to talk about any particular topic in general, leave it in the comments. Follow for more content like this, and let's have a great day. See you guys later.